Hey everybody, Mark Herman, aka LA Bengals fan on most of the major platforms, and I am joined here as always with superfan Devin Circus and Jake Circus of the Jake Circus podcast, and this is Jungle Talk Week 7 preview. Yeah, all right. I know it's our we're doing this obviously Thursday game, so we're doing our show on Tuesday. That's why I say subscribe and hit the bell so you know when our shows come up. And please help us out with the analytics by hitting the thumbs up. Jake, you do some great podcasts. Tell them where they can find your stuff.
Jake Circus podcast on Spotify. Got one up this morning, going over the games this week. Franklin news. Yeah, it's fun.
Good. All
We're
right.
we're in full swing.
Are you gonna have a pick for us? I know it's only Tuesday, but you're
Um,
on. You've given us winners the last 2 weeks with SC and Cincinnati. So
yeah, we
um,
got one.
good, good, excellent. So, all right, so let's get caught up on some news. The Gesicki, the last thing I heard, the injury report's not out yet, but Gesicki I know is out for probably multiple weeks, and then Trey is day to day. And we'll get into how important he is. We saw the difference between first half, second half without him. And then any news on Shamar Stewart? He was limited, could really use him back this week. So.
I actually, I know we briefly talked about it before we started recording. I found an injury report on yesterday, but Jake, that's an estimation, right?
Yeah, it's all estimation. So Trey was non-participant. Nothing. I
Tomorrow
don't
was
think they.
full, but there's not, you can't read into that, right? A full yesterday is
Oh, he
only,
was full. I mean, he was
yeah,
limited all last week. It seemed like
right.
he could have played. Um, yeah, I
Mim,
mean,
Mim Shamar are full, and Fairchild was full yesterday, but I assume that was at estimation. I don't know how much that means.
well, it means he probably almost played on Sunday.
Okay,
So yeah, so we'll see.
All right, all
that's
right.
good
And
news.
then the only real relevant news that came out, and I only say this because in typical Bengal fan base fashion, when anything becomes available, they all start cooing. So Brian Callahan was fired, and I've read multiple reports about we should bring him back, we should bring him back, we should bring him back. So just give us your thoughts there on that.
Didn't I predict that? Didn't we talk about this a few weeks ago?
Yeah, we talked about him. We talked about him being fired. You said
I
once he
said,
gave
what are
up
the
the play
odds that they
calling,
bring him
that was
back
one
before
step out the
Thanksgiving?
door.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
bring him
what are the
back as a
odds?
consultant. You're not going to bring him back as OC. Bring him back as a consultant.
He sucks. No one else is gonna hire him.
True. But you know what's even more interesting is, and it's not surprising, his dad stepped down today.
I
Offensive
know.
line coach genius Bill Callahan.
I thought there
So
was a chance he was gonna be named interim. I guess not.
yeah. Well, he's had head coaching experience, so so why not? They took who did they take as their interim? That was announced today.
Mike
Mike
McCoy,
McCoy.
That's
I mean,
right.
just
Chargers
incredible.
legend.
Yes. So probably because outside of Callahan, he was the only other guy on the staff that had head coaching experience. I would
There's
think. I
some
don't.
there there's some fun deep dives out there on Mike McCoy. You can go read some stuff and
Like what? What do you
go
mean?
go down some just crazy teams he's been a part of.
Oh,
Yeah.
I looked at his
Go
wiki.
just
And he's
down the rabbit hole.
yeah.
So. All right, but that's pretty much it for the news. So we're short week. I did see a quote from Mike Tomlin, who was not happy about the fact that the Browns traded Flacco to us, saying, when you have a division rival who's needy at a position, you don't fill the need.
You don't
Was
help him.
basically what he was saying. But no, you know what? Listen, I know in the comments there was some talk about, I had talked about the defense played well. First half, listen. We were on the field for almost 23 minutes of the first half, the defense, and they only gave up 10 points. So to me, the only reason this was a game at halftime was because of our defense. Now, with Trey out and the LaFleur adjustments, we saw the defense get soft, but that's why in the title of last week's show, I had put that defense played well because I felt they kept us in the game. We got it to within 6 points, in the second half. So definitely kudos to the defense, but we need Trey this week. There's just I don't see us winning this game if Trey's not playing.
Yeah,
You
I mean, going through the box score, I mean, I didn't have a ton of eyes on the game to be honest. But just going through the box score is I don't know if I share that same sentiment, Mark. I was actually surprised the game was that close. But looking at the box score, I mean, the Bengals had a 12-minute touchdown drive that kind of just kept everybody else off the field, and probably why the Packers score was They only scored 27, but Packers probably should have scored, I don't know, upwards of 31, 34 points in this game. They were moving at will, just based on the numbers.
That's only one more score. So, we did the pick in the red zone, right?
I mean, 27 is not a number that a defense is proud of.
No, no, no. But the 10 at half, given the fact that your
Oh, I
team
see.
had
Yeah.
four
Yeah.
offensive possessions and was on the field like 7 minutes. So the defense was out there 23 minutes. That's you can't have that. And that game should have been 21 nothing at half or 24 nothing with that time of possession and the fact that you only had the only reason we had 2 more minutes was because of the 2 minute drill at the end of the half where as Devin pointed out on the recap, he was LaFleur robbed McPherson of the record book. So with that timeout. So but that's what I said. That kept us in the game. It kept us in the game.
I
So
wanted to bring up one more thing on the game, and I forgot to bring it up on the
oh yeah,
recap.
yeah, go ahead.
I texted Jake this. I told you this.
Yeah.
So on the Jamar touchdown, the play before the touchdown, the DB breaks up a pass and goes nuts, does the gritty, damn near probably got a taunting penalty, but sells the fact that he locked up Jamar on an underthrown pass. I turned to Jake's brother, my other son. I says, dude, 9 out of 10 times when a DB makes a play on Jamar and mocks him, Jamar scores on the next play. And Jamar scored on the next play, and it was pretty funny. My kid was very impressed with the old man for having that one, and Jake got a smile out of that one when I told him that story.
Yeah, well, you know what? Also,
Don't
I don't
mess with
understand.
Jamar; he's just too good.
No, I don't understand how there wasn't a flag thrown while Jamar was making that catch with the one arm they left him. I think had the ball gone incomplete, we would have seen a flag get tossed out because that was just blatant pass interference. But Jabbar played through it and just pulled it in with the one arm. He just kind of pinches it between him, his shoulder pad, and him.
On a play that we've since learned, since we did the recap, that Jamar called in the huddle,
Yeah,
overruling Zach Taylor. And, Flacco's comments, what were interesting. And, Flacco said something to the effect of half the time Jamar T told me where they were going. I didn't know what play we were running. We just ran a play and I knew where they were going. And that's essentially what happened on the touchdown play. There was really no play that was run. It was just Jamar just said, here's what's going to happen. Throw me the ball at the goal line, back shoulder.
right. That's I'm going to run to the trash can and turn
Yeah,
around, and throw it to me when you're a kid playing in the street. So,
yeah, exactly.
yeah, no, that's
I want to call something out there that's interesting news that I saw. Josina Anderson, whatever, she tweeted, she spoke to a league source. This was before the Callahan news, so she actually kind of predicted this. Um, that they're currently expecting, this league source expects 5 NFL head coaching changes, including the Titans. So the Titans already made their move. One of said teams has a star player expressing frustration to ownership. Another team no one is really talking about now. I went through this. I did the math, and now I think before yesterday I would have put Raheem Morris on that list. He was as guys on the hot seat. Now he's probably off of that.
right.
I don't think Atlanta is one of those 5 teams. I did the math. I can't make 5 teams that don't have the Bengals in it. Like part of this source.
Oh, 100 the bank.
You got
Zach Taylor.
Dolphins.
Zach Taylor's seat has to be
Jets.
smoking.
So
Let's go through 5. You got Titans, Jets, Dolphins.
Yeah, those are for sure. Us. I
Well,
don't see
but
anything.
let's see. No. Let's see if there's 5 not counting us.
Right.
Dolphins and Jets. Ravens aren't doing anything.
I mean, the last 2 weeks,
What about Texans?
the last 2 weeks, Giants and Panthers would have been on there. Not so much anymore.
Is D'Amico Ryan still very safe?
I don't think they fire him. That defense stuff. If you fire him, the defense gets worse.
Yeah. Take a lesson from the Jets.
Yeah,
there
I
when
mean,
they
and
let
then
Stalin go.
Carroll should be fired, but I don't know if they're going to do it after the first year.
Gannon's not going anywhere. I don't.
Good.
Kellen Moore's not going anywhere. Yeah, I'm not getting to 5 without the
Yeah,
Bengals.
I mean, I did this yesterday. I couldn't find 5 without the Bengals.
Well, and find me another team that has a star player that's clamoring for it. That's got us written all over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the only star players that have, I mean, the only other guy is AJ Brown, and there's no way they fire Sirianni.
Oh.
So
Yeah, no, I don't see any
it's
way.
interesting.
I wouldn't even had to go through the process of elimination. I would have put the Bengals on it immediately. I mean,
Yeah, I think
just
that's. I mean, fans fans of other teams would put the Bengals on there, but like we say this week after week that we don't think they're going to make that move because Mike Brown doesn't want to pay someone to not coach for him. So, but other fan bases don't think like that. But I mean, so we're prone to just avoiding it and being like, okay, they're not going to fire him. But I mean, it's consensus opinion that he should be fired around the league. He's not. He's just not good.
right.
He, I just looked it up. He's making 4.5 million. Where does that's got to put him what in the middle of coaching salaries?
Yeah, probably.
And he's only got one more year after this. So if your
Right.
star players that you're paying $150 million to, we're talking about T and Chase and Burrow, right? If your star players want him gone, um, you eat 1 year. It's 4.5 million bucks.
And you can
You don't
it's
jeopardize a
Mike
million and
Brown.
150 million for four and a
Yeah,
half.
yeah, and it's Mike Brown. He can easily save 5 million in the salary cap next year to make up for it.
Right. So yeah, exactly. Yeah, he'll figure a way to balance the scales. But yeah, I don't. But I agree. I don't think it happens unless we just look putrid on Thursday Night Football. But I don't think that. I think the team's going to come out. You
I
know.
don't I don't think a mid-season firing is possible. I don't think they do that.
Yeah, I think that. I think Zach plays out the year. But there's a. I think Zach's gone at the end of the year. So
Yeah.
so
I mean,
yeah.
well, like it doesn't matter mid-season, end of year. I mean, this team's not going
Yeah.
anywhere. It doesn't
Well,
matter.
the
Right.
the the advantage to letting a guy go in mid-season is if you think you have your next coach on the staff already, you kind of get a dress rehearsal for the last
They
five or
better not.
7 games.
Who's on the staff is getting that
No,
job?
I'm telling you the advantage of firing mid-season. I don't think our head coach is on our staff. But the advantage of firing
Yeah.
him mid-season is if you think you've got a guy, hey, let's let him give him a dress rehearsal. Let's see.
I could see that.
Perfect peak to find out, Heck, the Raiders' big mistake was not keeping the coach who got through the car accident, all the controversy, everything, and actually got his team to the playoffs. Bisaccia, I thought that he'd earned the job, but and we all saw
Talked
what
about him a
happened
couple
there.
times on on our game Sunday because he's with the Packers.
Yeah. So, oh, these guys, like I said, when they're good coaches, they're going to land somewhere. So. All right, so there you have it. I mean, so Shamar, we said yes, maybe possibility.
He was estimated at full yesterday, which who knows what that means.
All right, no,
We'll
I'm
get info today. I think they're going to actually practice today.
all right. So, yeah, and I get extra. It's only a few days, but we saw what Flacco basically was traded on Tuesday, and he started on Sunday. He got the playbook Tuesday, and we saw what he was able to accomplish. So I think another few days, some more sit downs with T and Chase. Um,
Also, keep in mind, Jamar didn't practice Thursday and Friday. And I
right,
think what I saw in the post game is they had a grand total of 12 reps together.
right. So, but Chip, we never got your take on what you thought about Flacco.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
we
I mean those two drives were good. I mean he has no answer for pressure, not that Browning did. But like he's got good players around him. Like I expect him to be able to get them the ball. So um
did.
I don't know. I wasn't going away with much different opinion than I had last week. But it was good to see the receivers make plays and obviously healthy diet to the tight ends and Brown. But it was good to see Chase get going in the second half. That was good to see.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. The reason why I was happy at the end of the game last week was it gave us hope for the next 3 games. Okay, we need to go 2-1 in these next 3 games. We'd like to win all three, but we have to go 2-1. If we got to go into the bye, at least at worst 4-5 into the bye week. So it gave us hope for that because 3 weeks ago I didn't think we would beat the Jets. I didn't think we would beat the Bears. So this gives us a puncher's chance. Obviously, the Bears are still a decent team, but the Bears are beatable and the Jets are beatable, and it's a division game. after watching Ryan Finley go into Pittsburgh on that Monday night and win the game, hey, you know what? In division game, guys get up, anything's possible. So, you know, like I said, that's it gave me hope for the next three going into the bye week, and then we'll see where we're at. So I'm not saying I wasn't say booking my ticket to the Super Bowl, off of Flacco's performance, but it gave us hope coming off of 3 weeks where we were completely non-existent. I mean, I don't count points when you're scoring them in the fourth quarter and you're down 25. That's garbage time. These were actual drives that kept us in the game. So that was what I got. You're skeptical. I could tell. Say it. Go for it. I don't.
No, I just like it's teams around the league win with backup quarterbacks all the time. Like if the Bengals, like this is the next three games, Zach Taylor's coaching for his job. Like
Yeah.
it's just the fact of that matter. Like teams win with backup quarterbacks all the time. And
Right.
look, the gap between Burrow and Browning was one of the biggest gaps in the league. I mean, Vegas odds makers said number one is Josh Allen to Trubisky. Number two is Mahomes to whoever Minshew. Actually, no, is Minshew? Yeah, Minshew's on the Chiefs, right? So Mahomes wasn't even number two. Number two was Lamar to Rush, and number three was Burrow to Browning. So that built-in excuse is there, but teams win with backups all the time, and
Right.
and the Bengals can't.
Yeah.
So and
And
that's
and
We're good at losing to backup quarterbacks.
yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah. Including Cooper Rush. So I will never forget that. So, all right. So we want to get in it. We got anything else to throw out there? We want to get into a prediction here. What do we
We
want to
haven't
do?
really talked about Steelers at all.
Yeah, we
Well,
haven't
go
talked
ahead.
about
Let's. You know what I wanted to. One of the things I want to do is let's look at their wins and see how they've aged. So
Jets, Patriots, Vikings, Browns.
Patriots has aged well.
The
Yeah,
Patriots
but they
game,
should not have they
five
should
turnovers.
should not have won that game. They should have lost by 20 in that game.
Right.
Um, Running
Jets,
against the
Patriots,
Vikings is pretty
Browns. What
good.
was the fourth?
Jets, Patriots, Vikings, Browns.
Vikings. Okay. Well, the only one that slightly impresses me is the Patriots, and I didn't see the game. You're telling me that they shouldn't have won that. The
Five or
Jets
six
hasn't aged
turnovers.
well. The Jets, you know, I just, several of those don't age well.
Yeah,
So what do you think?
Vikings a good win. Vikings are a good team. Great defense.
Yeah, good defense, but they didn't play. They haven't played any offenses to where we could say this is a. I
New England,
can't be impressed. I'm
New
not
England
impressed.
moved up and down. New England and Seattle and the Jets moved the ball effortlessly first 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. So what do you think? What are our thoughts? I didn't look at well, obviously I didn't know who was active or if they have any injury issues on the Steelers. I don't think
No,
so.
they're fine. They're
Yeah.
fine. Look, their defense is susceptible. You got to deal with the TJ Watt cheap shot coming somewhere. Who's he going to
Oh
pump?
yeah.
Going to do? He's a bitch, but he's very good. They've got it. Jake, correct me if I'm wrong. D line is good, but their defense is not overall good. I mean, if we can protect a little bit, we should be able to move the ball quite well.
Yeah, I mean they keep finding guys who can rush the passer. I mean that the last 2 years it was Highsmith who's now turned into an All-Pro, and now it's Herbig. Um, Harmon's had a good year, rookie at Oregon. They got Benton and Hayward. It's a great front. Secondary's been banged up this year. Elliott's missed time. Porter's missed time. Slay, I don't think is going to play in this game. That seemed like a longer term thing, shoulder thing. Um, they've been shaky on that side this year. But Steelers' offense has been interesting. I mean, they haven't really been winning with offense, but like every now and then Rodgers can take you down the field like he did in the Jets game and maneuver some stuff. But they're the most quick pass heavy offense in the league, which is not really surprising considering Rodgers has literally no answer for pressure at this. He can't move, um, can't really avoid sacks anymore. So it's really just quick stuff, tight ends. I mean, Metcalf was the only receiver who had multiple targets against the Browns. He had like 11. He had like 11 targets. Austin didn't play, so it was Wilson. Roman Wilson had one target, and then everything else was to Washington, Jonnu, and Gainwell and Warren. So it's look, even if the Bengals don't have Trey, it's not that big of a deal because they're not gonna. really pressure him anyways because he's just going to throw the ball really quick. But if the Bengals are able to get pressure, that's when you get Rodgers off his spot and when he's been making some mistakes this year.
right?
So
So
he doesn't even let himself get sacked. He just chucks it quick. So pressure's not even a factor against
Well,
him.
Seattle got to him. Minnesota got to him a few times. Patriots got to him. So like teams with like those are all good fronts. The Bengals don't have that. So it's really just stopping the quick passing game. You just gotta like they should not be blitzing him. I mean, if they're blitzing Rodgers, that's a mistake because he can just get hot and make a quick read. And the Bengals are when they blitz this year, they're like the worst at it. They have like the lowest blitz pressure rate in the league. It's unbelievable how bad they are at that.
right.
So
We saw
yeah.
kind of glimpses with sending Stone last week. So I mean they did dial up pressure once in a while. So maybe an isolated safety blitz or something.
Um, yeah, Dak's done it a few times. Stone battle. I don't know. They don't really seem to be very successful at that.
No, well, we'll see. This game completely changed. I mean, we've got the battle of the two over 40 quarterbacks. So, I mean, this is you know, middle-aged men night, at the on Thursday Night Football, but it makes for a good storyline, the Flacco Rogers thing. So, two transplants just so I'm figuring how does Flacco get on the Steeler roster next year? So he has played for all the North
Right.
teams.
All four of
Right?
them.
Yeah, yeah. I don't. Has anybody ever even done that? Played for every team in a division?
Not a
Didn't
quarterback.
Not a quite.
we
Yeah,
just
this would
talk
be.
about somebody doing it, Jake, in the last couple of years?
I mean,
No, not a quarterback. I mean, that's rare stuff.
I don't know if it was a quarterback, or I don't know if it was baseball, but I feel like we talked about somebody hitting all four teams in a division in the last year or so.
Hmm.
so no, this would be. It doesn't have to be this year, but I'm just saying in his career.
Josh Dobbs never did it with or Josh Johnson. This is the one I'm thinking of.
Josh Johnson.
I mean, he played. I mean, he played for a lot of teams. I
He
don't
was
know. We're getting
rostered. I
off
can't
track.
say he played. See, that's the thing.
Yeah,
I mean, this is Flacco's played,
Yeah.
started
we're
for.
getting a little off track here.
Yeah, but
I
all
will
right.
say, the DJ Turner stuff is real. A
Oh
lot of
yeah,
buzz.
Turner was amazing.
Lot of buzz on him. But it wasn't just yesterday. I mean, yes, yes. Sunday was the best game he's played as a pro, but all season has been good stuff. That's
Yeah,
good. That's
no.
they need that. I mean, they need someone that they need to pay. I mean, that's they again. We've been saying it all off season to start the year. Like they don't have anybody that they're gonna extend on the defense. Maybe DJ Turner after next year.
Is this year, is this his third year or second year? No, this is his third year.
This third. He was second year last year.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, but so I guess they could extend him after this year. Maybe
Yeah, he was second rounder. So
I
yeah,
would. They would do it.
yeah,
You should. They probably won't, but you should. If he has a good year, just give him the money because
yep.
it's still not going to be top corner money. If you wait till he's a free agent because he doesn't have the fifth year option, he was a second round pick. If you wait, then you're not only bidding against 31 other teams, but he's going to get top of the market money if he's a free agent. That's how it works. Guys who enter free agency get more money.
One last thing I wanted to ask was Logan Wilson. Did he? I don't think he even played in the second half last week.
he did not.
Hurt? Not hurt?
No, he got benched.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
was, it was Burks and Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's
Yeah, I'm blanking on the other rookie. Totally blanking.
Carter.
Carter.
Yeah. Who was our leading tackler? I think wasn't he?
Right. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Him and Knight were 1 and 3.
Yeah. So
he yeah, he doesn't that's not good.
Carter.
nope. So all right, we ready? Prediction time.
Let's do it.
Do it.
Let's do it. Go. Somebody go. What's the over under on the game?
I have it over here.
I'm going to check the lines this week. I think the Bengals were still an underdog at home.
Yeah,
Five
of course
and
they
a
are.
half, 43.5.
43 and a half, and it's
It's a
four and a
low
half.
total. It's a very low total.
Very low total.
Yeah.
I think it's a little too low.
Yeah. All right. Somebody
I'll
jump
go,
in. Let me hear your
I'll go first.
prediction.
I'll
And
go first. I never go first.
put your prediction in the comment boxes if you think we're crazy, not crazy. So go for it.
Well, the one thing I was crazy on is I think I said on the recap show that I could see us if the odds makers buy into what Flacco did in the second half, I could see us being a small favorite. I was obviously very wrong there. But I think 5.5 points is way too much. I also think the over is a little low. I definitely see some points going in this game. I think 26-23 Bengals. I think it's an entertaining game. Steelers, didn't get a chance to say this earlier. Steelers have an absolutely dreadful record on Thursday night football in division on Thursday night. I think the Bengals get them. I think offense looks good. Defense does just enough. Kind of put it together for the first time. And 26-23 Bengals. Real nice night for Flacco and Jamar.
Yeah, I've got kind of a similar feel. I had 27-24 Bengals. I think they pulled this one out. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid, but I think this is one they get up for. And I like the storyline. I think Pittsburgh's due for, a setback game. I think this is it. Just like we've seen surprises the last 2 weeks. So, outside of the Jets, we have we got rid of all the other winless teams. We have no more undefeated teams. I mean, this is we're seeing some stuff level out. I think this week we pulled this one out.
I don't. I
I
don't.
knew
I
this was
mean,
coming, but that's good. No, no,
that
no.
Zach Taylor's not beating Mike Tomlin with that Burrow. It's just I don't. 26-20 Steelers. I think the Steelers score points in this one. I think the Bengals kind of play catch up. Go 26-20.
And we're giving so we're all pushing the over.
Yeah, I like the over. I think it's too low.
Yeah, I do too. So, all right. And put your score down. Tell us what you think. Are we crazy? Are we not crazy? Agree with Jake? Agree with me? Let us know. Throw it in the comments. Jake, what do you got for us? I need another winner. I need
Uh,
another SC. I need another Cincinnati. We didn't sweat either of those picks. Those were like by halftime, you knew you had a winner.
Duke, Duke -1.5
Wow.
against Georgia Tech.
Okay. Note that, guys. So when you pick one, you typically win. When we got two,
Oh, boy,
sometimes,
careful.
sometimes,
Careful.
yeah, no. So I'm just, hey, people always say, "Oh, you didn't root hard enough. You should have been watching the game." I'm like, if I had that kind of power over time and space, well, just a comment that I make. No, I don't have that kind. I go win the lottery, okay, and we'd be on another level. So. All right. Well, if you don't subscribe, please subscribe. It's all we ask. We do these previews for you. We do the recaps right after the game. Hit the bell so you know when our episodes come up and help us out with the thumbs up, please. And Jake, tell them where they can find your podcast.
Yeah, Jake Circus podcast on Spotify. Follow me on Twitter at Jake Circus. And yeah.
There you go. All right. Thursday night. We'll be here right after the game. Uh,
Maybe not right after the game. That's game three of the Dodgers Brewers. Maybe
oh
a
yeah.
little
If
delayed if I have any
that's
say.
the caveat. If the baseball game's going, we're gonna ride that one out. But they should coincide. Is it? It's game three, so it's in LA.
Yeah, I think it's a 5:08 start, and football is at 5:15. So the
So,
baseball should go longer.
Well, that's good. If you wait longer, then I can join.
okay. All right. We'll put it out there. We'll have something up that night. So if you're East Coast, you'll wake up in the morning, you'll catch our recap right away. Or if you're up late because you can't sleep, you'll catch our recap. So with that, I'm going to say, go ahead.
Wait.
Wait.
Final thing to think about. Last year, it was a Monday night game. Giants, Bengals on Monday night, Dodgers, Mets on Monday night.
Giants,
There's
Bengals.
one. Yeah, Giants,
That was
Bengals.
Sunday. That was Sunday night.
Was it a Sunday night?
Yeah.
Okay, it was a Sunday night game, but the Bengals were on prime time the same time the Dodgers were on prime time. It was a year ago yesterday. It just came up in my social media memories. Dodgers and Bengals both won. Dodgers and Bengals both win Thursday night.
There you go. There you go. I like that. I like that. It's destiny. So, all right, guys. Take care. Have a good week. Who Dey?
Who Dey?